Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Ashley's Treasure, and today I have another thrift haul to share with you. This is more stuff that I got at Goodwill, and I had like 4 or 5 trips there, and they all got mixed up, so I can't remember which is which doesn't really matter. But the first video was getting quite long, so I thought I'd break it up. But I got more fabric and lots of books. I know, I need to take it easy on books. Do I need more books? No. But when I see them, can I resist them? No, I cannot. I need them. I have to get them. But I found this fabric. Let me find the end of it. There's a nice amount of it. I think there's a yard, maybe? But see this whole like tie-dye look going on? This whole like blue and everything? And it's like velvety feeling. I like the blues and the purples in it. I think there's a yard in here. And I think, I don't know, maybe I did get it for $2.99. But I like the feeling of it, the shine and everything. I thought I could use this for like mermaid things. I do have, gosh, which brand was it? Was it 49 and Market? Or Graphic 45, I mean. Had like a mermaid one, and it had these type of colors in it. I have that 12 by 12 collection, and I could use this in with it. And my daughter loves mermaids, so I could do a album or something with her in it and use scraps for that. And look at this rich blue going on in here. Isn't that cool? Oh, and there is some shine to it. Oh, do you see that pink glitter shine? I did not see that. I didn't know there was any shine to it. Yeah, it's all throughout. I didn't see that. But then I also love the back of it too. So both sides are really pretty. So I got that. I found this adorable children's book. You can see the octopus like embossed into it. Isn't that so cute? I love the light blue. It has been loved, and it looks like a doggy might have got a hold of it. But yeah, I can't remember. And like this makes it look like craft paper, but it's not smooth. It's got the little fibers. I don't know if you can even see that. Let me see. Let me turn the light on, see if that helps at all. Does that help see the color more? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there you go. But this was a gift to Jack from Aunt and Uncle. I think, wasn't this one of those books that, you know, it is all pictures, there's no saying to you, so you can make up the story yourself. But it was at like the seashore, and I love watercolor, and it's just so pretty. And I love anything and everything to do with water. Oh my gosh, look at all these. Yeah, I had to fussy cut these out. Look at the starfish, the driftwood, the feather. That is a shark egg, or they call it purse, don't they? Shark purse or whatever. And yeah, that's where the baby shark is. It's inside. Bottles, sandal. Oh my gosh, just so gorgeous. This is 2006, so it's not old or anything. It is a little bit shiny, but it's so many little treasures. Look at that little hermit crab. And you can see the kid spotted it. And he's looking through a magnifying glass. There's a little sandcastle, it looks like. Oh my gosh, and see, there's the octopus. They packed a magnifying glass. But I don't know, there was just something about it. Like, I feel like there's things I can cut out on this. And it was just so cute. There's the little crab. And see the little crab, hermit crab is crawling away. You know, I can just fussy cut this crab out. And then, you know, I can use portions like this, you know, for pages or on cards or something. I just saw a lot of possibilities. Oh, this is an underwater camera, and that's the part that's embossed. Oh, that'd be cool. I wonder what kind of pictures were in there. And that's what they're wondering. They asked the lifeguard, and they don't even know. Get the pictures developed. Whoa, so this is what they saw underwater. And so that's kind of like a steampunk look. Look at, they got their own house. Oh my god. That's too funny. And again, I can just make little tags out of this. Like, look at that, perfect. And I can add seagulls or anything. And oh, look at that water splashing. Isn't that great? Look at the sea turtles. It is so cute. There's little aliens. There's starfish. And they're bigger than the whales. And they got whole land living off of them. Gosh, it's so cute. So this goes from year to year. You know, you get closer and closer and you can see the camera. That was the one that started it. That's so cute. What, sweetie? That's a rhombus. She's playing with shapes. She's matching them. So now he took a picture of himself and passed it on for the next kid. Oh, that is such a cute story. Oh my goodness. And more pictures taken. The seahorse. Oh my gosh. And look, these little mermaids. Swimming with the fishies. That's great. Dolphins, seagulls, just traveling. There's penguins. You know, it's going to be at another shore for another kid to watch. Oh, that's a cute story. Okay. That's adorable. And then I only found 2 of these ones. Volume 3 and Volume 13. It's History of the United States. So yes, there's going to be some more in it. But this one, number 3, is about the Revolution. And this one's about World War I and the 20s. But there were some really great pictures in these, and I don't know the year on these. Because I want to do like an Americana, and I need stuff like this in it. That's kind of like the look that I'm going for. What's the year on this? And these are matte pages too. They're not glossy, which is great. 1963. Which, yeah, I believe it. And even look at all this stuff in the back. Yeah. But like some of these pictures, you know, aren't bad. You know, them just drumming, that's not bad. You know, I would cut that out and use. And they're quite thick. But there was pieces like this too, which was perfect because that's kind of like what I'm looking for. Like I'm going for like the 1800s, early 1900s kind of look, you know. That kind of antique look, I guess. It's not really vintage, it's more antique. There's the Liberty Bell, you know, stuff like that. I really like, you know, all this stuff I can definitely use for what I'm going for. This I can use as a whole page for what I'm going for. You know, that's not too bad. The Congress, July 4th, 1776. So I had to get this one. And being a children's book, it was only 49 cents. You know, that one's not bad. With Washington. Yeah, but every page there's, you know, there's something. And look at that, isn't that really cool too? And you know, I can fussy cut that out and just use a frame and have something else behind it. Or like a picture in there. You know, I could do that. I could fussy cut that out and then do like a scene, you know, landscape behind it. I can do that. It does have a slight smell. These aren't too bad because, you know, they're just showing they're not actually fighting, so I think that's okay. They do have some of their weapons and stuff, but, you know, these aren't bad. And see, these, it's like their uniforms and everything, you know, the flag. It was just kind of interesting. That one's nice. And just some of the pictures like this, I thought was good. The farmland, them traveling. It's kind of interesting. There's Franklin. They have the lightning bolt in the background. Nice. So yeah, like pictures like this. The map, that one could work. Riding a horse. So yeah, I had to get that one, and then this one's more about World War I. But I do kind of like these. I like the colors. Be the subs for the knockout blow. There's the Uncle Sam. There's that. The Great Crusade. I thought that was the Titanic at first. But I like these kind of like, you know, advertisements that they did. You know, soldiers. Yeah, I don't want stuff like this in it. But I liked these. Because I wasn't sure about this one, but I saw these type of things, you know, for the brighter colors and stuff. Here's all the planes. And then they had these photos, which I thought weren't too bad. That was actually kind of cool. And then they had these ones for in the 20s. The roaring 20s, you know. I do like that. Look at that one. She's like on a magic rug. So, wouldn't you have gotten this one too? Look at that. The cigar. The cigarettes. I would cut that part off. So yeah, all of these I like. So I thought that was worth it. Look at the outfits. Oh yeah, that would be perfect for this book that I got, The Strange Lives of One Man. Pictures like that is what I was going for this look. Like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, you know, gentlemen. Oh, that's perfect for that. And that too. So yeah, glad I got this. This has more than I thought it had. That's supposed to be Babe Ruth, yeah. Here's some boxing, some actual photos from that time period. There's a house. Oh, look at her. That one's a great one. Here they are at Christmas. That's a different pose. Oh, there's just some really interesting photos in here I thought I could use. Like that one and that one. So yeah, I got those two. They were only 49 cents anyways, so I kind of wish there was more, but sadly there wasn't. One of the times I thought I grabbed this and I ended up grabbing a book that my daughter put in instead that I didn't want. And luckily this was still there. This one's about school at the, you know, time period back then. Look at this kid. He doesn't even have shoes on. He's barefoot. But I thought this would be great for like in golden books, you know, of, you know, school book. You know, it kind of gives me that feel. American Public Edition. I was trying to see what... the pages are semi-glossy. Not too bad. They are smooth. I'm trying to find the year on this. 2001. But I saw a lot of photos in here that I could cut out. Oh, I kind of like it how they made it on like page or lined paper. But I loved these vintage photos of the school, like how school was back then. Look at those little kiddos. There were some pretty amazing photos in here. And that was kind of weird. But you know, this, you know, I could cut out and use this. The two little girls reading a book together. That photo, that was the boy looks a little terrified. You know, just vintage antique stuff like that. Look at that class. Oh my gosh. And there's so many throughout here. So for 99 cents, I thought it was worth it. You know, I'm not going to use every single one. Like, I don't want a school burning down. But, like, stuff like this. The ABC book. But there are some really amazing vintage photos in here. You know, this is like another way. If you can't find those like Tim Holtz paper dolls, you know, on sale, look for books like this, and that has a lot of vintage photos in here, and you can make your own paper dolls or, you know, vintage photos, you know. And like that Hobby Lobby haul that I just had, where did I put it? Sorry, I put them away. If you have these like frames, these are like the newer ones that he did. You can make your own cabinet cards. These ones, I could do one just of her, and then one just of him, or I can use like one of the bigger ones, see if I can fit them in there. I don't know if I could, because it's a pretty big photo. I could squeeze them in together, but I think I'd probably do them individually, and then they got like the backings to them. Like, that's another thing to do. Or you can make your own of these, you know. So that's an idea too. So, and see, there's school's report card in there. I just liked all this type of stuff. Here they are, you know, sitting at their desks, learning. But yeah, so many in here. I was glad that it was still there the next time I came. I came like the next week and it was still there. I was surprised. Oh no, did the kid fall asleep? It was 1898. Oh, I can use that in like the Americana like stuff, because they're all hanging onto the flag. Oh, look at that one. So they got all, seems to me, they got all different sizes. These two are working together, using the chair as a table. Oh my gosh. That one's got a doggy. Yeah, they just had a lot of photos in here. Field trip to see a bison. Oh wow, look at that one. There were just some really amazing photos in here. Aw, look at them. Do I have one that could fit in there? Could have like a little bit of a white border. They're so cute. Can I use one of those smaller ones? It's a big one. Without, yeah, it's gonna cut them out though. I'll have to make my own for just the right size. Oh, look at the little ones. They're taking a nap. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got this for 99 cents. Every page, you know, there's stuff. So much stuff. Oh, look at her. There's some great photos. I haven't even looked that much into it. I saw all the photos and I really needed to get it. Now this is 1950 to 1980. Aw, look at them. They are so cute. Oh my gosh. Look at them all smiling. Oh, look at his date. They're so cute. I love it. So I just have all the years, how things were, you know, changed throughout the years, the decades. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at this little girl right there. Look at her smile. They are so cute. Okay, so yeah, that's the same one, but it's like the whole class. That is so cute. Yeah, just look at them. Isn't that great for the time period, finding pictures like that? It's great. Oh, there's some cheerleaders. Crystal City. Crystal City High School. This one's the Ace 2000. Those probably aren't as exciting. I like the older ones more. Yeah, the older ones are better, but yeah, so many pages, so many pictures. Love it. It was definitely worth it. And of course, I saw a dinosaur one, and I love when I find ones like this, the older ones, because I like the illustrations more. Which I need to stop doing. I got so many, and my son is getting older now. Like, he doesn't necessarily read these ones anymore. But I like the pictures, and I know it's not as accurate anymore. Does it even say the year? I don't think so. I think it probably got torn out. I don't know. It is an oldie though. But trying to see. Yeah, like little ones like this. I gotta do a dinosaur themed one. I think that'd be fun. Just different. Look really cool. I love finding pictures like these ones. And again, it's like every page. Although I wish it wasn't in the middle here. That's the one bad thing. Although, and yeah, these are like glued together. They're not sewn. But they got so many cool dinosaurs in here. So I had to get that. And then I found another golden book. D40, I don't know if that... 49 cents. So it's kind of an... Yeah, and it doesn't have the barcode, so... barcode started in the late 70s. Printed in 75, so this is right before they started doing... So this is the 14th print. I think I have this one, but it was like in really bad condition and it was starting to peel apart. So now I got a little bit newer one of Donald Duck and the Chipmunks. And then I think I have a couple books of this author. This one's Leo the Lop, because it's loppy ears. And they're quite cute for a bunny journal. Yeah, because with this dragon, those type of books. This is 1977. They're just really cute bunnies. You can definitely tell it's 70s because of the bright colors. Aren't they adorable? I assume they're making fun because of his loppy ears, but I think they're adorable. Yeah, too cute. And this is Time for a Story, and it has like vintage photos in here. I always love the end pages. Oh, there's a sticky note. Birthdays are lovely. A+. So are these different stories and they got graded on them? But there's so many things to fussy cut out of vintage photos. Copyright 1999. But yeah, look how cute that is to cut out and use. That for a beach theme one. This makes it look like leather, so that'd be nice to use too, or punch things out. Even these strips would be nice to use. And like, gosh, it seems like this wasn't even really red. I just really like the pictures in here. This way. Oh my gosh, look at the little boy. They're so cute. Look at them picking the apples. Oh, look at her in the garden. I definitely know what I'm going to use that for. That one's a good one. We got little ones and big ones. Such cute photos. There, is she sewing? Oh my gosh, that one's cute. So yeah, I can use this for like a time period journals, or you know, little ones journals. That could be at like a farm. You know, there's just so many different things I can type of journals I could use these for. Again, this could be, or is that the Little Woman? I think it looks like it, but I could use this for, you know, school. You know, because that book on schools, it looks like that. You know, whatever you want really. But they were so pretty. I couldn't leave it there. I just saw so many possibilities with these. Got this one. While a tree was growing. This cover looks like the cover's just bark. Okay. I would so fussy cut that out and use that. Nature or Woodland Journal. This was 1997. Little pine tree there. Again, this is so stiff that I don't think this was even red. And there's little deers there. This is like a painting. Oh yeah, and like look at all that little stuff there. Look at that little squirrel. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That's worth it just for that. With a bear. Yeah. So it's just kind of showing what trees were used for through all this time since they started. Does that remind you of the movie Bambi? So yeah, I could definitely use this for like nature and woodland journals. It smells new too. But it shows like how trees were at those time periods. That's really interesting. And like, yeah, I don't want to have fire in there, but I can totally use, why am I saying totally today? What is up with me today? Die cuts and make things out like a flower and have those bright red colors for the flower. Like I did a thing on that. I'll have to put that in the link below of like things I do with encyclopedias and stuff when there's like pictures that I haven't used, and so that it doesn't go to waste. Other things that I make out of it. And I also made some of those die cuts that I used. I made tags out of. So I have to put that in there too. But yeah, there's all sorts of little things to cut out here. There's Alice in Wonderland, Statue of Liberty, you know. There's like a postcard there, it looks like. That kind of looks cool. We'll cut that out. Yeah. Teddy bears, Americana stuff. For Patriotic Journal. Yeah, these are the ones in California they're showing. What is this though? Is this like a big poster? Oh, it hasn't even been opened. Which side do I tear? Yeah, like tear it to open. It's like perforated. I don't want to ruin it though. Well, a tree was growing. Okay, so it's based off of those trees and like everything that happened at those time periods. Like how it started. And as it grew, at what time period. What else happened at that time when it was that height. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Okay, how did I have this shut in here? Okay. So yeah, that's cool. Of course, whenever I see Beatrix Potter, I have to get it. We all do, right? This end page is just too cute. Love it. That part was torn, so they must have had like a name to and from probably, and they probably tore it out. But love it. This one's 1987. And these, they're smooth, but they're not necessarily glossy. But I love how they're little like this to cut out individually. Oh gosh, I love the size of that. So yeah, I could not leave that one there. Yep, I used that picture in my Peter Rabbit book journal right here. So I know I got that same one. Oh, and that one too. That one is, I did an oval, yeah. It's like right there. Kind of twisted the other way. Oops, I got it all upside down now. And then that one in the back was further towards the back. Right here. That's the same. But I love that. Too cute. Oh, yep, and I got that one in a tag too. I did, that was the green one right here. Oh, there's no such thing as too many of them. They're the cutest photos ever. Oh, get back up there. Okay, sorry. Oh no, that was the same one. Okay, so that was a different one. That was the one I did with the round one. Oh, so cute. Yeah, and it's like all throughout the different stories. Jemima. The end. This one's Benjamin Bunny. Oh, I love these. Oh, it's going to be hard choosing which side. I wish I had another one of the same exact one so I could have one for one side and one for the other, you know? So I'm not going to cut them out until I start using them so that way I know exactly which one I want. And they're all that size. And I love these too. Which I don't know. Oh no, it does use... Because I was hoping that this was just in the center so that way I could still use all four of those and this. But this does meet up with the corners there. So it all depends. Oh my gosh. Yes. Love it. So cute. Love it. 49 cents, definitely worth it. This is one of those coloring books, but this was like American houses style of architecture, and I don't think any of them were used. I think there might have been like one or two, but I thought it was kind of interesting, and I could use in journals because they got all different time periods, like 1929, you know, 1892. So that kind of helps too for if I'm doing ones on certain time periods. Oh, look at that one. That's beautiful. All sorts of different houses. 1882. All the like Victorian houses. They're so pretty. Such a variety. Yeah, this one was colored. That's okay. So that was worth it. This one's Atlas of the World. It's always fun finding kids books like this because you get some really good, you know, illustrations in here with animals, which I love. Like already there's a moth there. I would definitely use... What year is this one? This one's 2005. But again, for traveling, you can cut that out and you could actually make it like a postcard or something for like a travel journal. But most of these are all like painted like this, like that butterfly I would definitely cut out. You know, I got eagle, I got for like a woodland nature journal, or I can use that for the Americana journal, patriotic journal I want to do. You know, elephant I can use for a safari journal. There's so much stuff in these. I love them. I can add that photo for, that's an actual photo for the lion journal that I've been working on, which I need to get back into. Here's that eagle again. But this one would be good for like traveling. There's a hockey one. Yeah, there's all sorts of different things. Reindeer, ballet, Paris. So it has like certain things of, you know, certain countries, the Philippines, Africa. Oh, look at that giraffe. Isn't that pretty? Definitely use that in the safari journal. Elephant. I just saw a bunch of things to cut out in here. There's kiwi. Australia. There's the kangaroo, the butterfly. Really nice bird. Snow owl. Ooh, there's all the flags. That would be really cool to have in the traveling journal. Just has the whole page, and then like I might be a little hard because they're a tad bit gloss to it. Oh, and these are sewn in too. That's good. But see if I can like coffee dye these, or like, you know, just use the ink and distress them. I might do that, just stress them. Because that'd look really awesome. And again, they have this again. They're like, can you remember? When they ask questions. So yeah, these are always great to have. Oh, and there's a map in here too. But this one's super glossy. Yeah, that's super glossy. Ooh, this bright green paper too. Oh, and then I found this. It's the 4-ring binder, and it's all chipboard. And so yeah, I could do my own like mixed media album out of this, and it was $2.99. But I didn't even look at how many pages were here because they're all like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 pages in here. So I thought that'd be really fun to do. Like real mixed media, you know, stuff to this and layering and stuff. Make it as like an album. MR. I remember, that looks kind of familiar. If I know what brand that was. But yeah. I thought that was worth it for that price. I got excited when I saw this. Because it's Dick and Jane. You can never say no to Dick and Jane. I did not get it for $4.49. This is the current one. This isn't the vintage one of it though, sadly. Oh no, and of course that's not coming off. I have to get my eraser out. I got it for 49 cents. There was some damage here in the corner, but originally it was $9.97 and I got it for 49 cents. But you can never say no to Dick and Jane photos. When do you ever?
Mama.
What, sweetie? Alright. This is 2004, I think. Oh, some of the pages at the end are still stuck for whatever's built on it. Luckily, it's like only in the corner. Most of the pictures are in the center, you know. But there's so many photos in there, and they're the cutest thing ever. You know. There's farms going on. So I have all these to cut out. Oh, and I was going to do like a football team, too. So that'll come in handy. Oh, see? That's so cute. Oh, they're buying shoes. I thought she was at school at first, but no, they're buying shoes. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at these. Yeah, there's just so many. I just gotta unstick all the pages. So they got all that like 40s and 50s era like style going on. 60s. Oh, I love it. So yeah, I just gotta go through all the pages. Cause all of them, you know. But it's gonna be hard deciding, okay, am I gonna use this picture or this picture, you know? They're so cute. So for 49 cents, even though they're kind of damaged on the corner, it's perfectly worth it because the pictures are up here. So it doesn't look like any of the pictures were damaged. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Okay. I'm glad I got that. This one was interesting. It's called Morning and Evening. It kind of has this brown and black marble going on. It is a quite big spine too. It would make an interesting cover. But I'm trying to find a year on this. Yeah, it's not saying. But it's not that old because it had the ISBN code on there. Let me see in the back to see if it has any. I don't know, but even these pages in the back look really interesting. Index has dates. That's kind of cool. Different. But I really love these pages. How it had all of these on there. All these like letters, you know. I like the font to it. The pages looked really interesting. What do they have? Oh, there's a note in here. Oh, they did a little drawing. There's some interesting notes with a green pen. But yeah, there's no pictures, but I just really loved this. The pages just looked really interesting. It does have a slight smell to it, but that's okay. Oh, and they have all years. They have dates in here, I mean. I don't know. I don't know what it's about, but I really liked it. The pages looked really interesting to me. For some reason it was calling me. I had to look at it and check it out, and I had to get it. And then they had a bunch of these. A bunch of these, they had like 3 different colors, and they had some different sizes. Although they're the plastic ones, but I think I can still use it. They're the binds, you know, and I have a cinch, and so I think I can still use these with it. But I got, this one's 3/8 of a navy blue, 5/16 of a white ones, and then this one's 1/2 inch of black ones. They had different sizes. I tried to get the biggest size, and I got one of the 3 colors that I found the most. They were just packed full of them, so they decided to get rid of some of them. Oh, these ones are actually kind of smaller. And then you can always trim them down smaller too. Oh my gosh, there's like 100 in here. Oh my goodness. And it looks like some different size. Like, some of them look a little bit thicker than others. Oh my gosh, I'll never need more of these. I shouldn't have taken them out because now I can't get them back in. Oh my gosh, yeah. I didn't know there was that many in here. Good thing I only grabbed one. Oh yeah, there's 100. There's 100 in this box. So let's see these ones. These ones haven't even been opened. But, you know, they got a bunch of different colors. But this was the only ones that they had. So it must have been some kind of business that no longer needed them. Let me cut, oh, or open the other 2. Okay, this is supposed to be the navy blue ones. Yeah, these ones are a little bit thinner. But I can make like mini journals and then use just half of this and just make like little mini ones, you know, like this. That'd be really cute. This is actually 2 together. There's just so many. There's 100 in here. And then this one is the white ones. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I am good on these for a long time. I wish they were bigger, but this was like the biggest size this was the biggest size, was the 1/2 inch. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. So I can fit more on these. This one I won't be able to fit a lot in, but I can make like just like mini little ones, and then, you know, because I always go, this will help limit me, because I always make my journals too thick. I always add too much in it. So this might help, and I can always make little ones because next year my husband already told me that he's gonna get me like a tent thing and stuff, because he wants me to start selling my stuff. So at least he'll give me a year to start making things. I think I can make a whole bunch of little journals with these. And let me grab my tool. Yeah, these right here. So I think it's gonna work because it has the different size of how wide and like how far apart, you know. Granted, I prefer the metal ones, but I think this will still work because I got this for $30 at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I think it's gonna work because if you look at them, like, it does line up with this. So I think it'll work. So I think it's gonna work, especially for small ones. Because they got 1/2 inch. Oh yeah, they do. Okay, B. Okay, so yeah, I just have to go by this. I haven't quite used this yet, so I don't know everything about it yet, but okay, good. Where is some scrap piece of paper? Darns, they don't exactly line up the same. These are a tad bit further apart compared to my cinch. It's a little bit closer, so that's kind of a bummer. Because I was really hoping that I really thought they would line up the same, but they don't. They're a tad bit off. But I think, gosh, I don't know. I might have a punch that might work where I just have to do it manually and just punch you know, the distance, just mark where they need to be punched and do it the old way like that. It'll take longer, but darn, I really thought they would be the same. These are actually closer and there's no way to make it wider or anything like that. So I'll have to try looking for the metal ones for these. Darn, I was really hoping. Okay, let's see what I get in this bag. More books. Oh, and these are technically supposed to be for gardening, but I thought I could use it with my craft stuff. Cut, trim, deadhead. They look like some heavy-duty scissors. And they are brand new, haven't been used. And I hate using like my own scissors like this, so whenever my husband gives me flowers, you know, you gotta trim them. So I can use this for that too. Ooh. Yeah, and I think this is so it helps keep the stems in there when you cut it. I have no idea. I'm not a gardener. I can't grow anything for the life of me. I've tried flowers, tomatoes, you name it, and nothing works for me. And these two, because me with my arthritis, I wanted to try seeing if this would help with fussy cutting stuff. Granted, this is some kind of random brand, so I have no idea. But, ooh, okay. It might work. I don't know. That does make a big difference compared to constantly like this, you know? I like this. It cuts really good too. And this is cardstock. Okay, so I'm happy I got those. And then this has like a lock thing to it, which is good to know. So I'll save that in here. My scissors. I always love the illustrations in these. Oh, somebody had like a sticker and they colored it. It's a clock. Yeah, you can see the stain in this one. This one's kind of old. But isn't that pretty? That's really pretty. Copyright 1919, 1947. Can't be 1947, could it? No, because it's got a barcode on there. This is more like the 80s. Yeah, 1984. See? I was right. This is quite big, so it's kind of hard to fit them all in there, but these illustrations are so cute. Oh my god, look at the crabs. Mr. and Mrs. Oh my god, that is the cutest thing ever. There's some froggies. I see fishing. Rooster. Look at I can still use that for a bee journal. With a birdie. So yeah, I got it for the pictures. But again, I can fussy cut this line out and use that in my line journal. Oh, look at the bird. The kitten. The bear. I can just cut out this bear and put it in woodland journal, you know. Ooh, like a fairy. Is that supposed to be the rose and the butterfly? First I thought it was Thumbelina. There's doggy. You know, I can cut the dog out and put that in a doggy journal. You know, oh, the lady with the milk. Use that in like a farm journal. There's a lion again. Yeah, these are so cute. Some of them are a little out there, but the golden goose. I could so use that rooster in a farm journal or one just on chickens, you know. That goes pretty cool. Oh, look at that heron. That's gorgeous. Use those cows for a farm journal. Ooh, look at that leopard. Yeah. There's another lion. Ooh, look at that birdie. They're so pretty. There's another lion. It's just never ending. All those birds. So yeah. Farm journal. this, just a little chapter book. I like the animals in here. Although I don't know if my son would like this one, so I was going to ask him first because he's starting to get into chapter books. There's a library card in there too. But I like the pictures in here. See, there's a sloth. And you know, the plants with the little butterfly on it. There's howling monkeys. There's some really interesting things in here. See the pretty butterfly. So I was going to ask him first if he wanted to read. Oh, toucan. Toucan. Is it toucan or toucan? I don't know. I love them though. They have them at the zoo next to us. We see it all the time. Every time we can. Yeah, there was just some really cute stuff in here. So I'm going to ask him first. And then when he's done, I'll use it. My daughter sneaked this in. This is another one that she sneaked in. This is one I wouldn't have gotten, but it is a golden book. But somebody put masking tape over it. The Bouncing Baby Bunny Finds His Bed. 1974. It could be. Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't have the barcode on there. It was into the late 70s I did that. But this isn't my type of artsy, you know, illustrations that I'm into. So that'll be for the kiddos. But this one I wanted to get because I remember having this one as a kid. So I wanted to get this for my girl too. And this one's I Can Fly. This was the 75-year. Sorry, my battery died. But this was the 75-year anniversary. So I charged up a little bit. And so it's not that old. It's like 2000 something. Wouldn't it be? I don't know. But it's in pretty decent condition. So I just got this one for my daughter. It's a really cute book. I remember having it as a kid. And then it has the song in the back. Really cute. So I'll add that to her collection. And then I found another Telltale books. And it is falling apart, so I don't feel so bad. But isn't that adorable? That bunny. This one's supposed to be off of Peter Rabbit. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. Look at these bunnies. It is screaming for Easter. Although sadly this part's chopped off. But look at his ears. I love the hat on his two different ears. I wish he wasn't chopped off. Oh, so sad. Okay, there's Roman numerals. 1955. 1955. Because L is 50. V is 5. Yeah. MCM is 19. Wow. Yeah. Love it. They are so cute. Off to get her groceries. Oh, there he is with the double hats. There's Peter Rabbit. Oh, look at that daisy. You know, I can fussy cut that out by itself. Fussy cut him out by himself. You know, I can do these berries by itself. It doesn't have to be the whole page, but oh my god, they're so cute. There's the birds. Oh my gosh. And see, there he is in the pot. Or watering can, not a pot. Jeez, oh Pete's. My brain doesn't work anymore. Oh, that's cute. See, I can use this for a kitty journal. Oh, I love the flowers and the fishies. This is so, so adorable. Oh, and there he is. Oh my gosh. I might have to use this. You know, it's not that bad. Like, the corners are a little worn out, but they're still pretty, you know, strong. And then just as, you know, do this, make this wider, like I did with my Peter Rabbit journal. And then, you know, add some more pages in there. That'd be really cute. I gotta figure out how to do the spine because I don't want to cover up the picture. So it'd have to be like opposite. Cut it from the inside. I don't know. I have to think about that, but that is too cute to leave behind. Okay, one more bag. This was half off because I remember blue was half off. And I was curious because this is from Ollie's, which we recently just got here. They were originally $4.99. See, $1.49. And they were trying to sell it for $2. But I got it half price, so I got 99 cents or $1, whatever. But I like these ones because they're bigger and they're numbered. I always like finding cards like this. They're quite big. And so these would also be great for to write on. So you know how we always put like layers of things, and sometimes you need like a writing board to help, so that way it's not all bumpy and everything. You need like a hard surface to write on, so you can put this underneath the page. These are great for that because it's about the size of a book, you know, like here's a golden book, you know, it's a pretty good size, pretty accurate. Where is Reader's Digest, you know, look how great that is, you know. So it's good having these for that because they're thicker and you can decorate them and stuff. So for 99 cents, I thought it was worth it. And I don't know how many are in here. 1/5 tab, so there's 5. It goes all the way up to 30, I think. So I think it had like every day, or 31. So it has 31 of them. It's for every day. Yep, 31 count. Should have read it right there. And then I just thought this was so cute. It was $2.99, but it's garbage. Forgot. I do want to do a horse journal. And look, there's horses, and it says journal, and it's really cute. I'm not huge into that design though. Oh, somebody wrote on there though. So then all the pages, they're in that dark green, and then they got the little horsey on there. So how perfect is that? And then on the top left and the bottom right. So of course I had to get that, and I don't think, yeah, all the pages that were used were out. So yeah, I had to get it. And I think the rest is all fabric. And it's funny because I went there right after, because our Joann's, our Salvation, or actually no, these were from Salvation Army. And it was right next to Joann's that's near me that's closing, and I was really bummed out because of the prices and the fabric and everything, and I couldn't find the one that I wanted. I was really bummed out, and we still had time before I had to pick up my son from school. So we went to Salvation Army, and I found all this fabric. I'm pretty sure this was half off. I'm pretty sure that day that we went, I'm pretty sure that this was half off. And look at the design on here. It's 45%, or only 30% cotton, 25 polyester. So, yeah. But I thought this would be cool for, like, you know, like the medieval time, you know. I do have some stuff for that because I found a really cool book about it. And then look at the braid that they got going on around it. So that'll look really awesome too. It's like large scallops on the bottom all the way across because it's a curtain, you know. So yeah, I really liked that. So I got that. This one's $3.99, which was still cheaper than what Joann's was selling at the time. But I thought this was quite a bit in here, and I do like it. Although it feels, now feeling it more. I think it's, I think it's cotton. I think it's that polyester stuff. But what do they call this, houndtooth? You know what? Take that back. I think it was the purple. I think the purple was half off. But $3.99. There was quite a bit in here. But I thought that'd be a nice one to use. Even for like masculine things and stuff. I found these really cute napkins. These were $2.99 for all 4 of them. I like the green. I like the, you know, texture to it, the sewing, and I love these little doilies, you know, mini flower doilies on there. 2, 3, 4. And it's got a little squished. That's okay. Yeah, and I don't see any stains or anything on them. They were so cute. I love the texture to that. I'm sorry. And it's kind of got like some white, you know, in with it. They're really cute. I found these napkins. 4-piece, $1.99. I'm pretty sure I got purple this time, now that I think about it. I think it was the purple. So these would have been 99 cents. And they're just plain ones, but I like the texture to them. Sorry, my throat. I really like the texture to these ones. And it's kind of like the other one, but they have like different colors. They had like these 3 greens and then this like teal one. So this one's a little bit different. This one's a little bit stiffer, but smoother. And these ones are a little bit softer. But they're like the same, so It's always fun having stuff like this for texture, and then you can stamp on these. Oh, there's a little rust, but that's okay. We like that. That just adds more character, right? Us junk journalers love that. Wow, I cannot speak today. I found this plaid. I absolutely love plaid. And this is like a soft red. And it was $3.99. Pretty much all of them were, but there's quite a bit in here, and I love the color. You know, I can use this for that patriotic journal that I want to do. This would be perfect for that. You know, 4th of July stuff. There's Christmas stuff, summer. You know, it could go with anything. Masculine stuff. You know, so easy to use. I could use that with my Christmas cards. I found this really cute apron that I got for half price. Yeah, because remember I didn't pay full price on this, so it had to be purple. So $2.49, and it was really cute because they had like this. Somebody made this themselves. First, it has these gold angels, and I have been finding things that are angels that makes me want to do an angel themed journal. And I got some books and stuff, so I need to do that. And they're gold, and I thought it was really pretty. Yeah. Look, they glued that on. They had the iron-on tape, it looks like. Oh no, they did do a light stitching. Was this by hand by chance? I think somebody did this by hand. From the way it is, can you even see that stitching? I think they did it by hand. And then it has this too, which is kind of like, makes you think of Valentine's Day with the pink. Yeah, Valentine. Yeah, I was right. I just thought it was adorable. And then the top of it is that way too. They use the Valentine, and then the strap around the neck, and then the tie. Oh, look at that. That would be really cute to have as a tie for a journal. And then some of the top part from the inside has that Valentine's to it. So then it's got a tag here, but it looks like they did it by hand. For You by Nadine Begin. Made specially for you. So yeah, it was like handmade specially for that person. But it was so cute. I like the fabric, so I got it half price. And then I found this for half price, $4, so for two, $1.99. And it's like jean fabric. And there's quite a bit in here. So I love jean, I love denim, so. But this isn't quite like normal denim, it's thinner. But there's just so much of it. I like this at the end, the little like fringe going on, the distress. I love that. That could definitely go for like a country feel too. Country kitchen, you know, or farm or anything like that. I love that. So I got that. There's so much in there. And then I ended up getting a couple more books. Normally I don't get books there because they've gone up on price. Theirs is, it doesn't matter what type of book. If it's hardcover, it's $1.50 now. If it's paperback, it's $1 now. It used to be 50 cents cheaper. But I saw these ones and I had to get, at first I saw this one and I really liked it. Or they did have, that one did have a purple one. Okay, so I did get that one half price. But I don't think this one had the sticker on there. But I found this one first. I love the color. I love the bird on it. So I had to get it. And then, because this is New Friends, and now this is more New Friends. So this is like the second one of it. So I was really excited about that. I think this has like short stories in it, if I remember right, looking at it. Printed in 2004. Copyright, it was originally 1977. I don't know. Oh, this was a lesson book. Okay. But they had like different stuff in here too to cut out. You know, like the horse with the boogie. There's a robin. So there's like all sorts of different things. There's a wagon full of corn. You know, that could be a spool for sewing. I have no idea why there's a knife there. There's scissors. You know, can use that for a sewing journal. There's some veggies. There's the bird. There's a lighthouse. You know, so there's so many different things. I love the bird. Yeah, it seems like other short stories. What's the matter, sweetie pie? You hungry? Okay, let's go. Yeah, all sorts of little pictures in here. I'm coming. I'm coming. Look at that house. Okay, I got some for her to snack on. There's like a pocket watch. There's a lot of different little things. There's like a little farm, a field. There's a cow. There's the horse. He's up for a Christmas one because it looks like it's snowing. Report card, school report card. Good for golden books, school books. There's hammers. There's more cows. You know, there's a lot of odds and ends things, little sketches in here. Doing the fence. Yeah. And then let's see this one. 2002 edition. I do like that little gate. It looks like it's entrance to a park or something, you know? Like Mary Poppins or something like that. Or Lady and the Tramp. There's a bison. Oh, there's that gate. Oh, it's to a zoo. Oh, that's cute. So yeah, that's just like Lady and the Tramp. There's an elephant. There's some mountain goats. There's the goat again. Wolf. A wolf pack. Alice the alligator. So then it shows a bird. Oh, there's the alligator. The bison. That's not a buffalo, that's a bison. They always call bisons buffaloes, and it's not even a buffalo. Here's some apple seed. That would be good for like a recipe book or like a country kitchen, you know? This too, these little sketches for food. But I like when there's birds. Is that same one again? Looks like it's getting stuff to make a nest. There's chickens. Someone lost their wallet. Another farm. You can color these as well. They're just black and white. There's baseball mitt. I was gonna do like a sports one, so that could go with it. Okay, finally, I think that's everything. I think that's finally everything that I've been wanting to show you guys, and I haven't been able to because I've been working on all the other stuff and then just been crazy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed these. Like, what was your favorite? Was it like the fabrics, some of the specific book, the little box? I really love the school book. I love some of the images in here. They're pretty great. So yeah, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I bet this video is getting super long, so if you made it through all the way, kudos for you. You are awesome. But yeah, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye! Here's some apple seed. That would be good for like a recipe book or like a country kitchen, you know? This too, these little sketches for food. But I like when there's birds. Is that same one again? Looks like it's getting stuff to make a nest. There's chickens. Another farm. You can color these as well. They're just black and white. There's baseball mitt. I was gonna do like a sports one, so that could go with it. So that's that. Okay, finally, I think that's everything. I think that's finally everything that I've been wanting to show you guys, and I haven't been able to because I've been working on all the other stuff and then just been crazy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed these. Like, what was your favorite? Was it like the fabrics, some of the specific book, the little box? I really love the school book. I love some of the images in here. They're pretty great. So yeah, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I bet this video is getting super long, so if you made it through all the way, kudos for you. You are awesome. But yeah, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.